Okay, so I just made this one video, and it was a good 18 minutes long. So if y'all watch that, good for you. Like, I'm really proud of you because y'all don't really be doing nothing for no 18 minutes for real. And y'all can watch that video. Like, y'all really be scrolling for some 18 minutes, but y'all don't be doing nothing anyways. But let me stop. I'm sorry, y'all. But I wanted to talk to y'all about relationships and being lonely, because it gets lonely. Like, it gets lonely. If you're really trying to pursue God, you know that it gets lonely. Like, you know that relationships aren't going to last. You know, once you pray that prayer, you know what prayer on top, that prayer that God, please remove any and everybody from my life that is not helping me grow. He gonna start moving. He gonna start moving your life. I promise you. You pray that prayer, and I swear, people gonna leave your life, and you gonna be like, dang, what the heck? Like, dang, pray that prayer. But I know it gets lonely. But I really want to tell y'all about this, especially people around my age, because I feel like y'all need the gospel more than anything. And I'm so grateful that God, like, gave me, like, y'all don't even understand. Like, y'all don't know my life story. What? Like, for me to just be out here talking, because you don't see a lot of people doing this. But anyway, that's besides the point. I want to talk about this text because y'all a little nasty. No, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to condemn y'all or anything. But anyways, y'all, I want to talk to y'all about this. And I tried to, like, I was going to tap on it, like, in that last video. But I was like, no, I'm going to make a whole another video for this one. Because I really want y'all to see God. Like, y'all want a relationship, I'm going to tell you right now, see God. Y'all want a relationship? See God, okay? He's going to give you the desires of your heart. And the thing about this is, some of y'all, and mostly my girls, like, I don't know how it is for boys, but I really want to talk to the girl. This is for boys, too. It's going to relate the same way. But y'all girls, y'all don't understand how y'all set the atmosphere. Like, that's literally our divine purpose in life. Like, once we get that husband, we're supposed to pray. We're supposed to be his peace, his nurturers. Like, I can't wait till I'm a little wife, but whatever. But y'all supposed to set the atmosphere. Y'all don't understand that y'all literally set the bar for how these boys treat you. Like y'all literally set the bar, and it's so below the floor right now. Like, I don't even, like I said, because it's my life, and I'm gonna talk about my experiences because I know it's helping somebody. So just me personally, I don't even be texting nobody off no Instagram, no nothing, no internet. Like, I don't even, if I see somebody sliding up on my little story or whatever, I'm not even, like, I don't know, if they just trying to, like, hop down on some, like, oh, like, you cute, I'm trying to see stuff, like, no. Because, I don't know, it's just no. Like, I'm just rearranged. Like, what my life consists of right now is church, school, and the gym. That's the only time I leave my house, okay? Church, school, and the gym. So, I have to meet you at the place that I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go out my way to see you if we don't have interest. I'd rather, like I have been doing, I'd rather go to a place where I already am going, where I want to go. Like, I go to the gym. If I see somebody and they see me and they're confident enough, because nowadays people don't even know how to talk. Like, y'all don't even know how to hold a conversation. So if there is once in a blue moon somebody that approaches me and starts a conversation with me and I'm feeling the vibe or whatever, that's how relationships start. That's how friendships start. Just saying. So it's like, find what you want to do in life and really stand on it, okay? Like, this all relates back to the very first video I made with this PDJ, this personal development journey. The first thing I did was I wrote my 100 goals down, y'all. Like, write your goals down. Write your goals down. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to make some more videos on this because I have a lot more for y'all. But write your goals down. Once you really write your goals down and you know what you want to accomplish in life, you know what you want to achieve in life, you're going to start putting in effort to do those things in your life. That's going to be your focus. If you're not focused on your purpose in life, if you're not focused on yourself, how do you think you're going to be focused on a relationship? And you're broken. you need healing. Like, you need therapy. Like, I'm not finna lie to y'all. I have a therapist. I have a couple, actually. I'm gonna tell you, the first one is the worldly one I have. I pay her a good amount of money to see me I haven't been in a minute, but I pay her to see me every week. So I talk to her an hour of my day. I just go and talk to the therapist about my life. I gain some advice. I have another therapist it's not this one, but a journal. Okay? Writing your thoughts down is also another form of prayer. It's like you're talking to God, but you're like communing with your heart. That's in Job. Commune with your heart, y'all. This is my other counselor. My other therapist is a journal. I write down how I'm feeling. Like, just write down. It's a great way to become self-aware about how you feel, why you feel that way. And I don't care. When people say don't dwell in the past, that's a lie. Don't stay there. But it is okay to dwell in the past because you need to process what you're going through. Nothing is ever too small. Okay? Don't let anybody ever tell you, oh, just get over it. Because they're not you. Okay? It's not that deep for them. It might be the deepest thing on earth for you right now. So it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel the pain. Just don't stay there. Get over it. Like, I did not mean it like that. I really didn't mean it like that. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, feel it. Understand why it happened. Try to find the lesson in it. Okay? And then simply move on. It shouldn't take no longer than 2 months, bro. It shouldn't. Like, just understand, like, you shouldn't be stagnant for that long. Like, if you have to take a couple days to just cry it out, write in your journal, talk to God about it. And then one day at a time, because that's all it is, just one day at a time. You'll make it. I promise. That's my second therapist. My third therapist is God. Like, honestly, like, just how I'm talking to y'all right now out loud like this, like, no filter, is the same way I talk to God, like, out loud, just like that. I'm like, God, this is what I'm going through. I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe, why'd you let me go through that? Like, I know you didn't really let me go through that because I know that you showed me the red flags, but dang, like, you couldn't just throw another one in there. Like, I probably wouldn't have listened, but like, dang, like, that kind of hurt my feelings, and now I'm gonna have to sit back and isolate so I can heal from that. Just to get over it. And I understand, like, I needed that, but dang, like, that made me feel some type of way. Just let him know. And I promise, like, every time I talk to God, every time I read the Bible, I feel better. Like, it's weird. It's like I feel better. Like, nothing really changed, but I want to say my mindset, but not even that. It's like I probably overlooked a scripture, and he probably just directed me to another scripture that I needed at that time. And I was just like, dang, you know what? Yeah, you are my counselor. You are my living water. Like, I can never thirst. I can never hunger when I'm with you. Like, at the end of the day, I needed that because you showed me that I was almost making an idol out of this thing, out of this blessing. And you had to come back. So that's another one of my therapists that I have. It's okay to be alone. Like, it's gonna be lonely when you're trying to give your life to God, because not everybody's on the same type of time you're on. Like, that's one thing I noticed. Like, I can't just be around everybody, because not everybody, but I'm talking about relationships. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, there's no reason for me to lie. I want a husband. Like, I want a husband. And I be telling everybody, like, everybody I'm around, like, I be telling my friend, I be like, girl, I just want me a husband. Like, like, I just want me a husband. And I don't care how old I am. Like, that doesn't matter. It's the fact that I want it. I want what I want, right? But the thing is, I'm not looking for it. I'm not going out my way to be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, if a guy comes and approaches me, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, we vibing. But then I see something, I'm like, dang, he don't really love God for real. He don't really be praying like that. Or, dang, like, he outside. Like, dang, he out here having meaningless sex. It's like, I know you're not the one. So I'm not trying to force anything. Like, I'm not rushing anything. But at the same time, God already knows my desire. And the thing with this is, like, having a relationship with God, the first thing he does is it's like a transaction thing. Like, he's gonna show you who you are, and then he's gonna show you who he is, and then he's gonna show you what your purpose is and his will for you. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but it's like, okay. So, like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, this is an honest thing. Okay, back then, I did not love myself, y'all. Like, I didn't. Like, and I was just talking to my friend about this. It's funny because I was talking to two friends about this. Like, I really did not see my worth. Like, I did not. It was like I was chasing after these guys and I was seeking male validation because I didn't see it I didn't see it in myself. Like, I did not. I was giving my body up to these men that did not deserve me at all because I did not see it in myself. Like, I did not see it in myself. And it was just like, why? Like, looking back at it, I'm like, why? Like, there's no regrets because at the same time, I had to go through that stuff to be the person I am today. Like, seriously. But it's just like, I didn't see it. Like, and you know, people know, if you treat yourself like trash, people are going to treat you like trash. That's just how it is. And people will really understand if you really have self-love. They're going to be like, oh, she's keeping up with herself. Like, she's consistent with herself. You can't expect anybody to be consistent with you if you're not consistent with yourself. Like, hands down. Like, and me being consistent with God, he showed me how to then love myself through him. He's like, baby, this is how you're supposed to treat yourself. Like, you want a husband, I hear you, but you still got some stuff you need to work on. Like, Jasmine, you still got to work on that anger issue you got. You still got to tame that tongue, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not perfect. Like, he said, there's some stuff you still got to work on. Baby girl, like, listen, like, I hear you, but if I gave you this blessing right now, you would ruin it. Like, and he cares about his men too. Like, he's not finna give you no man, no godly man, if you're not up to par, you know. Like, he cares about his men too. Like, and girls, we really be guys too, but it's like really destruction for her. Like, but what I'm trying to say is, like, what I was telling my friend, he's a guy, and I was just like, why do you be having sex with these women that you don't care about, like, that you don't see a future with? And he said, because they're hoes. They're B-words. They're harlots. Like, they're Jezebels. Like, I'm not messing with you. Like, you know when there's a wife and when there's a hoe. And it's just like, I asked him, and he was like, it's all basically how one represents themselves. Like, seriously. And that's exactly how it is. But the thing that got me was, I was just trying to get through to him that, okay, forget that. I don't know why it's a trend to have this many bodies, especially y'all men. Like, y'all need to stop. And women, I don't know how they kind of wrapped you up in that. It's probably the music y'all listen to, but it's not real life. Like, y'all should care about who you lay down with. Like, seriously. You don't get cool points for having this many bodies. Actually, what God told me is, like, right now I'm at the mindset, seriously, y'all, this is why I'm not rushing. I love myself. Not even me. I love God so much, and he showed me how to love me, and I love me so much and I value myself and my body and my mind and my time and everything about me so much that I'm not going to share it with just anybody. I'm not going to give myself up to just anybody because I care about myself enough. I know what I deserve. So why would I care about myself and I value myself so much that I'm not just going to give it up to the next person that give me attention. I'm not finna just be kissing anybody. I'm not just finna be laying down with anybody. Because what does that say about me? Like, y'all women and y'all men need to understand, like, do you not care about yourself enough to not do stuff with these women? And I know y'all are like, oh, yeah, like, I just want this, like, whatever. Like, it's my life, freedom, and all to you. And it also kind of plays in with the smoking, the drinking, the sex, right? But it's like, how is that freedom if it's keeping you in bondage? Now y'all addicted to weed. Y'all think y'all need it. Y'all in bondage to weed. Y'all enslaved to the weed. Y'all in bondage to the sex. Like, y'all enslaved to the sex. Y'all in bondage to drinking. Y'all enslaved to the drink. Like, it's not freedom if you constantly thinking about it. If it's constantly taking space up in your mind. That makes sense? y'all gotta really love yourself. And honestly, the only way I truly started being able to love myself is God. Like, that's just it. And I'm gonna talk about my father every chance I get. So if you have a problem with it, unfollow me like people been doing. Like, unfollow me, cause I'm about to talk about my father. Like, I love that man. Like, I'm finna talk about him all the time, every day, every second, every minute, every hour. Like, I'm really trying to get y'all to understand how important it is to love yourself first before trying to get in a relationship, and truly like understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing so you could be focused. Like, focus so much on what you're doing that you're not even thinking about getting a man, so that when he does come in your path, in your life, it's like, dang, that's just the icing on the cake, because I already got my business going. I'm already got my ministry going. I'm already, you know, projected to make this amount of money in a year or two. It's like, dang, I'm on top of my stuff. And now, because I'm so focused on my life, he gonna meet me halfway and be on the same type of mindset I'm at. Like, I really just want to say, love yourselves for real and stop having sex, bro. Like, stop. Like, I don't think y'all, and there's a scripture, I'm gonna look it up. Like, it's like you're killing yourself. Sexual immorality, bro. Like, y'all don't realize that you are really conforming to soul ties when y'all do that. Like, you're really a temple. Like, I don't know how to, like, I really don't understand. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's just like, like, I just feel different. Like, my whole mindset is different. And it's just all because of the love I have for God. Like, the love I have for God is affecting me and how I present myself to the world and how I present myself to others. It's just, I love myself so much because of God. Like, I love God so much that I'm not going to do certain things because I also see how it affects me. Actually, since I don't know. Like, I'm going to tell y'all, since, I just don't want y'all to think like, oh, she just thinks she holier than thou, because I promise y'all I make mistakes. 10 days after I got baptized, I had sex with the guy, and I thought he was my husband, and I was just so blinded, and I was just like, so blinded. I'm telling y'all this story time right now because I just want y'all to understand that, like, I don't want to say we're all the same, but, like, we all have similar desires. And I don't want y'all thinking that I'm just perfect and I just came out of here just like, no, like, I had to go through stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff I had to go through, and I'm okay with sharing it. Like, I had sex with this guy 10 days after my baptism, and I felt so bad. I fasted for like 2 days after, and I told him about it because I was so upset. And he was just like, we was not equally yoked. I was so stupid because of my address. I thought that it was a sign, but like I said, the devil hears you before. The devil will bless you with the counterfeit before God blesses you with the real thing. And I could see, like, I knew, because I had read the Bible by then, like, front through back. So I already knew, like, adultery was wrong. I knew I was upholding the 10 Commandments. I already knew. It was just, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Like, I just thought that it was something I really wanted. So I was like, God, like, okay, you're giving this to me. But then I fell into sin. And when stuff started popping out on me, I started seeing more of red flags. I was like, dang, dang, dang. But because I had already done that, I felt like connected. It was like, I'm not gonna just leave this alone. And I created a mini soul tie. Because even though we were unequally yoked and he wasn't, praying like I was praying, he got mad at me for fasting. He was justifying our sin by saying God gives us grace. Like, serpents know scriptures too. Like, Demons know scriptures too. So you really have to have that discernment about how they're living their life. That's why the fruits of the Spirit are manifest, okay? Obvious to the eye. And after that, it was just like, after I gave it up, it was just like I felt so possessive, and I was just feeling jealous, and it was just a whole backslide that I had. And it was just, I could understand. I had to have the wisdom, right? First I had understanding, but then through that experience I had knowledge, and now I have wisdom because I'm applying that. Now I know better. I know better and I'm doing better. That's the difference between knowing and wisdom. You know better, but wisdom is do better. So, but here's the scripture. It's dang, it was just right here too. But it's 2 Corinthians. It's 1 Corinthians 6:18 through 20. Sin not against God, but against oneself. Flee from sexual immorality. Like, when you have sex with somebody, you're really having sex. Like, I feel like I spoke on this, but it's like, when you're having sex with somebody, it's like you're hurting yourself. Because you're putting yourself in bondage to that person. Now you're constantly thinking about that person, and you're putting yourself on the back burner, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Just wait till marriage, y'all. And I know it's hard, but because you wrote your goals down in Habakkuk 2 verses 3, in Habakkuk 2 verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So, y'all just wait for it, because he got you. And I know this was long, but yeah, I hope y'all stayed. Okay, bye.